walk, and keep it real, Dave, and don't be afraid to let your emotions come out. Okay, so come on up here.
I started at the end of March. We've done this about 60 times together, and it's been an incredible experience for me. I'd done a little bit of public speaking prior to this, and I always liked it, but these last 146 days that I've been on the road with George, he phoned me when he was in Calgary. He had nobody, no road crew, and I had the opportunity to come out. I also had a liver transplant actually the day before George had his, 6 years ago and counting now, and I feel so healthy for the most part, and being on the road is quite rigorous. A lot of restaurant food, and different bed every night. And, I actually lost a girlfriend over this, but along the way I picked up another one, so that's okay. And ironically, both their names were Heather, so I don't know what that means, I felt that I'd never really given the opportunity to pay homage to the donor who I received the liver from. And although I had been involved with the David Foster Foundation a couple of years ago, and I've also been involved with the Hepatitis C Society over the last 6 years on a national and a local capacity, I'm from Victoria, BC, so as I've been saying, as I've been doing these press conferences, I'm from the other island, and tomorrow I will see the North Atlantic and I will see the Pacific in one morning, because I leave here at 6:10 and I arrive in Victoria at 11:35, so figure that one out. It's going to be 4 o'clock this time, but it'll be 11:30 that time, and I just had the opportunity to dip my foot in the North Atlantic right now, and we took some pictures, and I've made arrangements to do that in the Pacific tomorrow. So not that I've not done that many times before, I certainly have, but it just feels so amazing to be a part of this campaign. George has, he envisioned doing this when he was waking up from his transplant, and I think that he's driven to do this, and there's not that many of us that can actually partake in his vision to the extent that I have, I believe. And what we're trying to do is inspire everybody that we meet to become organ donors, so that we do have a nation of organ donors, and we have a nation of successful transplant recipients, because as you can see, you could not pick us out from a crowd and say, well, that guy's had a liver transplant, or that guy's had a heart transplant. It just doesn't work that way anymore, and transplantation is not voodoo medicine. Now, when I was waiting for my transplant, I had a doctor who told me that he didn't want me to have a transplant because it was a bunch of kooks practicing voodoo medicine. If I'd have listened to him, I wouldn't be here today talking to you. And I happened to run into him in the grocery store about 2 years after my transplant, and he would not even look at me. He just ran the other way. And I thought, you chicken. But I guess this is my very last day, and tomorrow morning I'm going to hit the skies and get back home. And I just want to say that at the end here, that one of the most memorable experiences was staying at Doug Cole's Beachy Cove bed and breakfast, and meeting his wife Brenda and his daughter Tanya, and eating at their little cafe there, and experiencing Newfoundland hospitality. I had heard about Newfoundland hospitality over the years, and I actually grew up with a lot of people from Newfoundland. I lived in Georgetown, Ontario when I was a kid, and there was a lot of Newfoundlanders there, so I was very familiar with your way, but I had never experienced the hospitality because I had only arrived here 10 days ago. And so I want to say that Doug and Brenda are the embodiment of Newfoundland hospitality, and everybody that I've met here has also embodied that Newfoundland hospitality. I just want to thank you all very, very much. Thank you.
Five-step campaign, and the residents of Conception Mesa are proud of your efforts. those of you that are here now, I would certainly like to invite you to come inside. Maybe you'd like to speak to Mr. Marcello or Dave, and we have some refreshments inside, and we can have a little social hour. Thank you very much.
My turn. Here.